Information pack with details on our 1-year money-back guarantee. Call 1-800-529-6061 24 hours a day. That's 1-800-529-6061.
Right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Well, we have some much colder air moving in out of Canada, and a lot of folks are going to get into some cold temperatures later tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Janetta Jones.
And I'm Rich Johnson. You know what, over the past couple winters here, it's been sort of mild overall, and I think everyone was sort of lulled into this winter here thinking, no, it's going to be mild, no big deal, and reality striking this year where it's pretty cold out there. Not only cold, but there's some snow, and there's a little bit of slush, like around New York City. Have a look at some of the scenes of New York. Yeah, there they are. And hey, notice the sidewalks cleared off. That's what some rain will do for you. But when you get a little bit of snow, it's still slushy out there. So one of the big problems we'll have to deal with is if the slush is out there, it may refreeze tonight because the cold air is coming on in. And look like those people are having fun taking the pooch out for a walk out at Central Park. Well, as we look at what's going on in the Northeast, check out this front here. There is a pocket of warm air stretching right on down across southern areas of New England. For instance, out across Long Island, some cases still into the 50s. Head west of town, head out into New Jersey, it's in the 30s. So there is a drastic difference with the temperatures. Colder air coming on in, and actually that cold air is well to the south now. So places in Massachusetts, for instance, are much warmer than it is in Alabama. Janetta will tell us all about the south in a second. Here are the snowfall totals from yesterday's snowstorm, mostly a Maryland storm here, where Maryland picked up the most, anywhere from Baltimore out to the western part of the state, where 4 to 8 inches fell. Pittsburgh, 3 inches. Philadelphia, 3 inches. New York City, about 2. Likewise at D.C. Hey, check this out here. This is impressive. 33 degrees warmer than it was this time yesterday. And that's due to that warm air flooding in from the Atlantic just before the cold front arrives. 56 degrees in Boston. Feels nice. Enjoy that because it's not going to last too much longer before the cold front comes on in. Look at the temperature difference between Boston and Burlington. Wow, over 30 degrees there. Wind chill at Burlington 4. No wind chill factor out across the eastern seaboard because it's mild. Down to D.C., 28's the chill, 35 in Philadelphia. These are actually not so bad. Satellite photographs showing the clouds streaming northward still, and under those clouds, plenty of rain still. Check out the rain. That's out toward the coast. Susquehanna Valley of Pennsylvania down toward Harrisburg, you're seeing rain, but head to the north, and you see the appearance of the clouds or the radar here, sort of bland. Farther to the east, that's what rain looks like, all the way up to Albany. Then you get into snow, and then you get this washed out appearance. There's going to be plenty of snow falling up across the ski resorts. maybe another 6 to 12 inches. That's a possibility. A few rain showers now east of Hartford. Those will be heading over to Providence. Around New York City, some more rain trying to move on in, but you're right in the slot here. It's raining off the coast, and it's raining down to Philadelphia, back over to Harrisburg. Current conditions in the Midwest, snow showers still around. High pressure dropping almost straight down toward Texas, and that is allowing the southern United States to cool off before the Northeast. Into the Midwest, past 24 hours, a big change around the Twin Cities. Pretty large change around Chicago, 10 to 20 degrees colder than it was this time yesterday. Look at the temps here. 3 was the low this morning in Chicago, minus 16 in Minneapolis. Hasn't changed much in Minneapolis, St. Paul, or Chicago. The temperatures are struggling to move on up. One important factor is that the wind chills aren't that much of a deal today, simply due to the fact there's not much wind with that high pressure center, although up toward the Red River Valley, minus 30s, pretty tough to take. The actual temperatures are just plain cold today too. Into Michigan, snow showers coming on in, so some of those lake snow zones may look out for some tough travel conditions. And over to Pittsburgh, after a burst of moderate snow here, it should be tapering down shortly. That should swing out across areas of central Pennsylvania where there might be some more minor accumulations. So areas of the Midwest and Northeast, cold with some snow. In the South, it's cold too. Here's Janetta to explain.
In the west, it's fairly quiet today with a few pockets of rain and snow in some areas, while in the east, temperatures are tumbling behind a cold front that's also helped trigger rain and severe weather in places due to those dueling air masses. Let's explain. Yes, we have that potential for severe weather in places like southern Georgia on into the coastal Carolinas and maybe even into Florida. In fact, we've seen some strong thunderstorms popping up in the Sunshine State this afternoon, and that is going to continue to be the case. We've got that much colder air mass moving in behind this front, and out ahead of it we've got the moisture pouring up out of the Gulf of Mexico and plenty of warm weather. So that clash in the air masses providing us with that potential for severe weather. Look out in Jacksonville, Daytona Beach, Orlando, and Tampa. We think the rain is headed in your direction at the very least, and you may be talking about some strong, intense thunderstorms with large hail and strong gusty winds and, yes, some very heavy rainfall. Already upon you into Perry, as well as Tallahassee and Apalachicola, Destin, Stockton. The rain will push on into Jacksonville and even into Tampa and Sarasota a little later on this afternoon. It's already moved away from Birmingham. Muscle Shoals, Alabama was reporting some light snow in the last hour or so. The rain is tapering off in Atlanta, but you can see it's still heavy in Macon and south from there. Still looking at some heavy rain.
But just because